Watch the Powerball drawing live tonight here on TV23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Good Wednesday. It is January 27th, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by Lacey Noterman. She is with the K-State Extension Service right here in Haskell County. They got a big deal coming up this Saturday in Liberal called Women in Agriculture. Now let's take a look at some happenings. The Guyman Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in identifying the subject in this photo. Now, the subject was last seen driving a red SUV of unknown make or model. If you have any information or know who this male individual is, please notify the Guyman Police Department at 580-338-6525. Two Garden City Community College soccer players were injured Sunday afternoon in a single car accident on Kansas Highway 156 in rural Finney County. 18-year-old Elia Garcia of Orlando, Florida, and 18-year-old Samantha Marie Stone of Amarillo, Texas, suffered injuries in the crash that occurred at about 5:25 p.m., about 8 miles east of Garden City. 18-year-old Kelly Alexis Ramirez of Liberal was driving, and she dozed off, closed her eyes, and drove into the ditch. Stone and Garcia were taken to St. Catherine's Hospital, where they were treated and released. Ramirez and another passenger, 18-year-old Vanessa De La Rosa Herrera of Commerce City, Colorado, were not injured. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for February 29th for a 35-year-old Garden City man accused of assaulting a woman with a blunt object back in November of 2015. Joe Torres is charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault, and driving under the influence. He appeared Monday in Finney County District Court. Police say the incident occurred at Torres' residence, where he is accused of striking the woman multiple times with a blunt object. The woman was able to flee the residence and run to a neighbor's house and call police. Smoky Hills Public Television's Traveling Kansas will highlight Liberal at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, February 4th. This episode visits several attractions in Liberal, including Dorothy's House, the Land of Oz, the Baker Arts Center, the Coronado Museum, and the Mid-America Air Museum, along with the International Pancake Race. Now, the program premieres on February 4th with an encore at 1 p.m. on February 7th. Traveling Kansas is a Smoky Hills Public Television production that highlights Kansas communities, events, and natural wonders. The national average for regular unleaded gasoline continues to creep lower, now at $1.83 per gallon, and the Kansas average is 22 cents under that mark at under $1.60 per gallon, ranking Kansas the sixth lowest average of any state in the country. Now, the discount between last year and this year is shrinking as a strong move to lower gas prices was well underway at a year ago. Secretary of State Chris Kobach is pursuing 3 new criminal cases charging people with voting illegally in Kansas and another state in the same elections, including a man who said Monday that local prosecutors assured him they wouldn't file a case against him. Kobach briefed the Kansas House Elections Committee on the case filed by his office in Johnson, Sedgwick, and Ellis counties. His office has filed a total of 6 cases in 4 counties since the Republican-dominated legislature last year enacted a law to give the GOP Secretary of State the power to prosecute election fraud. And 2 big first congressional candidates are telling each other to give back money. As of Monday, neither U.S. Representative Tim Huelskamp nor Roger Marshall had announced any returns. Here are the demands coming from their campaigns in recent days. Marshall's campaign called on Huelskamp to pay taxpayers back for the approximately $64,000 spent on mailings from his congressional office. Marshall's team viewed the Huelskamp mailings as self-promotional campaign mail. Huelskamp countered he was being attacked for communicating with Kansans. Kansans for Huelskamp pointed out for Marshall accepted a $2,500 donation from a pro-abortion and pro-Planned Parenthood organization, the American Congress of OB-GYNs. Now, Marshall is an obstetrician and gynecologist and is a fellow with the group. Now, Marshall should return this tainted money, recant his support for, and immediately resign his position with this pro-abortion organization, said Huelskamp campaign spokesman Mark Kelly. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of this one. And that's a look at some of the happenings out there. Stick around. Going to be back with a sunny forecast, but we do have some rain and snow maybe headed this way next week.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Hey, look at all that sunshine. Welcome back as we look out on the TV23 tower cam. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. Currently 51 degrees, relative humidity 33%. Winds are out of the west at 14 miles an hour. Barometric pressure holding steady. As we look at our temperatures around the region, look at that. We got some 50s all over the map. Everybody else really close behind. Medicine Lodge at 46. They seem to be the cold spot so far. As we look at our current dew points around the area, everybody in the teens and 20s, nothing major happening there. We got winds all over the place out there, 14 here at the studio, but only 7 in Liberal and Medicine Lodge, so the wind's not too bad. Windiest spot would be Lamar out there at 15. Looking at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport yesterday. Our high of 48, 74 back in 1951. Low was 17. -8 back in 1966. No new precipitation in the bucket so far. That may change though. Looking at today, we're looking at 60 degrees. Sunny, sunny, sunny. Winds are going to be out of the west-northwest at about 10 miles an hour. And then tonight, 27 degrees for our low. Partly cloudy. Winds will still be out of the west-northwest at about 8 miles an hour. And then tomorrow, even warmer. 63 degrees, lots of sunshine. Winds will be out of the west-northwest at 9. Switching around in the afternoon to the south-southwest tomorrow night, 28 degrees, clear skies, winds out of the south-southwest at 8. As we look at our 7-day, though, you can look at we're climbing into the upper 60s Friday and Saturday, but here comes that cooler weather rolling in on Sunday. We do have a 40% chance of precipitation and some snow or flurries on Monday and Tuesday. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Lacey Noterman after this.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today.
a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Hey! Turn here. There. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to
Feed the pig.
And welcome back. I'm now joined on set by Ms. Lacey Noterman. She is the Haskell County Agricultural Extension Service Agent. And I know I left something out of that title. Didn't I? I left something out, didn't I? Some resources or something in there.
Natural resources.
Okay, that's okay. All right. Good to see you today.
Good to see you too.
Thanks
you.
for coming by.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys, this Saturday, you got a big deal coming up. Women in Agriculture. You're holding a little seminar in Liberal at Seward County Activity Center from 1 to 9 on Saturday, right?
1 to, it's 1.
I mean 9 to 1. 9 to 1.
Like,
9 to 1. It wouldn't be 1 to 9.
9 to 1.
9 to 1. Okay. All right. Women in Agriculture. And this is the second time you guys have done this?
Yes.
How'd you come up with this idea?
Myself, Ellie Sneath in Meade County, and Kylie Harrison in Seward County thought that it was needed, considering we have so many women in the ag force these days. And it was kind of a trial and error thing the year before. And we had good success. We had about 50 attendees. And so we wanted to offer it to our audiences this year again.
So, and with 3 female extension agents, you thought women in agriculture? What better topic, right?
Exactly.
All right. So you've got a bunch of things that you guys are covering I was reading, tell me if this is right or not, but is it like 14% of all the farms that are headed up in the state of Kansas are run by women?
Yes. True.
And that number's going up, right?
Yes, every day.
Just like you were talking before we went on the air, you said, and that's going up in the extension services also.
Yes.
Wow. Because I think, now tell me if I'm wrong, even in Stevens County, isn't that run by a woman over there also?
No, that's ran by ML.
Dang. Here, I thought I had a scoop. Okay. All right, but you got a lot of things you guys are going to talk about, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got Joe Stoddard, who is a master gardener. Now, what's he going to talk about?
He's going to talk about plants that do well in this part of the world. He is a Kansas master gardener. He has lots of experience with it. He's going to talk about some plants that he grows out in his garden that survive well, a little bit about vegetable plants, and he might even touch on some trees that do well out here.
Okay. Oh, nice segue, because that leads into John Klempa.
Yes.
Now, he is with the K-State Extension Service also, and he's kind of like your tree guru or something, isn't he?
Right.
Okay, so what's John going to talk about?
He's going to come out and talk about windbreak renovation. A lot of our windbreaks right now have several dead trees in them, and we're trying to figure out how to rebuild our windbreaks. And so he's going to come out here and talk to us a little bit about what trees to plant, how to replace them, some programs that are available for people to replace them.
I wouldn't have the first idea how to replace those trees.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't. And then you've got, okay, you're going to talk about farm appraisals also, because that's something, I mean, if you're a woman in agriculture and you want to start to expand, you might want to know how things are appraised, right?
Yes.
And so you've got, who's doing that?
Evan Winchester.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Okay, so he's just going to talk about the farm appraisal process and all that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay, and then Teresa Manriquez, okay, now she's a money person, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she'll be talking about farm loans and things like that. So.
Okay.
The really good thing about this program is that it's not just presentations. We also offer time where they can ask questions and have roundtable discussion.
Ooh, okay, that'd be, all right, so, and being a young lady in agriculture, young woman in agriculture, what do you see, I mean, what are you guys seeing out there as some of the big challenges for women in agriculture now, in this day and age? I mean, as opposed to, say, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, when they were pretty much non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think probably just staying up to date with everything. There's so many different programs and financial assistance out there for our farmers that, majority of the time when the man and wife are running a farm, the wife is the one that's inside doing the financials, and I think that.
Well, that's true. She's kind of known as the bookkeeper of the bunch too, right?
Yes.
So Teresa would be talking about And farm loans and those types of things, I mean, that's going to be kind of an important part, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
very important.
All right. So if somebody wants to get registered for this, now how can they go about this? Because this is coming up this Saturday, right?
Right. And they can enroll up till Friday. You can even come Saturday morning and we'll still accept you. But to register, we just want you guys to give your local extension office a call and let us know.
Okay, so you can call the extension service in here in Sublette, and they can talk to you or whomever, and in Liberal, the Seward County, and Meade, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is there any cost for this?
No, it is free.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yes, and we're serving a free meal.
Oh, so that's why you'd want to register, because otherwise, if you come in and they didn't have you counted, then you might not get a meal.
Oh, well, we have plenty. We always prepare for more.
Okay. So what kind of attendance are you looking at having this year?
We're hoping to be around that 30 to 40 range as of right now.
Okay. All right. So now, and you guys did this, what, 2 years ago?
Yes.
Okay. So what were the hot topics, say, then that are going to carry over into this seminar?
At that time, we focused it around the Farm Bill. So financials, again, is another huge thing. That was about all that we carried over from the previous time.
Oh, so this is all new.
Yeah, we like to offer all different types of topics. Another topic that we're going to be presenting on is media, social media. We're going to have a short session to teach people, you know, there's Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter, but how does that relate to the ag world? And so we're going to have a short session about that.
Who's teaching that?
Us agents.
Oh, man. Okay, so are you going to teach somebody how to Snapchat or something from a tractor?
Not Snapchat.
Ah, come on.
and please don't text and drive, please. But we're going to be talking like Pinterest has several different ag companies.
Oh, it does?
Yes. Check it out sometime. You know, Facebook does as well. They also carry a lot of weather. There's a lot of weather channels on there. So we're just going to open their eyes to how does social media deal with the ag field.
And with everybody having a smartphone or a tablet that will go anywhere anymore, I mean, you can be out working in the field or on the ranch or whatever, and you can have access to all that kind of stuff, right?
Right. And there's also several apps out there. We're not going to really touch too much on the different apps because there's so many apps out there that we wouldn't even know.
Make your head spin, make you go crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
All right, so this starts this Saturday, the 29th, or the 30th.
The 30th.
At the Seward County Activity Center. Starts at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
And runs till 1. Free lunch. And free participation, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all they have to do is show up. Or if you want to show up, and you can get a hold of your extension agent, too. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
I hope so.
All right. I'll be interested to hear how you do on the social media part. I'm gonna look up all these ag deals on Pinterest just because you said.
There is.
Okay.
I promise.
I always thought Pinterest wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's not just about arts and crafts and new food recipes and things like that. It has a whole nother world to it.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Lacey, thanks for coming by today.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. And stick around. I'll be back with more after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Women in Agriculture, Seward County Activity Center on Saturday. Sounds like a good time. Hey, the Denver Broncos have decided to wear their white road uniforms for the Super Bowl as opposed to their home orange jerseys they wore during 4 blowout losses in previous Super Bowls. Now, as a designated home team for the National Football League's championship game on February 7th, Denver decided which jersey to wear. They opted for the white ones, worn during their last Super Bowl win back in 1978. Can you say superstitious? And the NFL says it is conducting a comprehensive review of allegations that Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning had human growth hormone delivered to his house. Now, there's no timetable to complete the investigation. Imagine that. But it's not expected before Denver plays Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. And Blake Griffin, what an idiot. He is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a broken shooting hand after punching a Los Angeles Clippers staff member during a road trip. Now, the star forward underwent a procedure and was treated by an orthopedic surgeon after returning early to Los Angeles from the 5-game trip. The team said Tuesday he has a spiral fracture of the 4th metacarpal in his right hand. He was fighting with an equipment guy. How does that happen? Anyway, let's take a last look at our weather. Temperatures 53 degrees, relative humidity 29%. Winds are out of the northwest at a measly 9 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is holding steady. And we look at the rest of the week. By golly, we get to Saturday. It's going to be 64 degrees. Lots of sunshine. Going to start cooling off on Sunday. And there is a chance of some flurries and snow or rain showers into Monday and Tuesday. Other than that, not a bad day. Hey, stick around. Tomorrow, Dr. Jack is here. On Friday, we talk to Sally Cobble. She is a member of the State Board of Education. See you then.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.